All right, so we have been at Hillsborough River State Park, had like a 5-day stay here, 4 nights. It's been really wonderful.
Yeah, so now we are headed home today, but on the way home we're going to stop at a place that we have never heard of before. We just found out about it. It looks really exciting, looks really cool, so we're going to check it out.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yep. Well, hey everybody, I'm Bill.
And I'm Elizabeth. Live simple,
live free. And here we are at a place we've never heard of before. It's called Hart Spring. And it's not even all that far away from us, from our home. So it's going to be cool.
Yes, I love it. I love it here. I love it.
So we're just, go ahead.
As I say, we just found this and we're going to be able to enjoy this on our way back home again from our trip.
Now, when I went in and bought the tickets, it's $3 a person in the off season, which is now in March. It's $5 a person in the summer. But for anybody 65 and older, or 5 and younger, it's free.
Yeah, it was absolutely free for us.
So we got in for free.
Yep.
So let's take a look at this gorgeous place and see what we can find. You ready?
Yeah, oh yeah.
So here we are at Hart Springs, and it looked really beautiful as we were driving in. This building is kind of utilitarian, but on the left is the locker rooms, changing rooms. On the right is the store where I went in to buy the tickets, and I'll tell you about those in a minute. Let's go check out the spring. Playground over there. Lots of picnic pavilions. Volleyball. Another looks like a meeting room of some sort over there. This is really nice. I think the spring is directly in front of us. First glimpse of the spring. I don't know if this is the first magnitude or not. Spring, but she did confirm that the water is 72 degrees, dear one. Did you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
That's why I have my wetsuit vest on.
Yep. I'm guessing that's where the spring comes up. A bunch of turtles right there on the log, a whole bunch of them. Wow. This is not a state park. I believe it's privately owned. Looks like it's deep enough here you can dive off of it. More picnic pavilions all across there. This place just keeps going. Climb out there, climb out over there, climb out over there. Looks like the water's a little low. Actually, we're in the middle of a drought here in Florida, and the water has been low everywhere. How is it doing?
It's nice and hot today, so this feels good. Now I've got my wetsuit vest on.
Yeah,
and it helps.
Yeah, you sure? It's so much fun.
How much good the wetsuit does me. It'll warm up very soon. Oh yeah, it gets deeper really quick.
Right behind you is where they're diving.
Oh yeah, it gets deep. Oh yeah, the wetsuit makes such a difference.
Yep.
It warms me up.
It was. I'm sorry. I told you.
Honey, this is nice.
Use your arms like this. See? Up and down, baby. Hey, watch me. Watch me. There you go. Up and down like this.
She's really enjoying herself, and I'm really glad. But for me, it's 72 degrees, so that's a no-go. Also, she has a wetsuit vest that she's wearing that really helps a lot. I might actually go in if I had a wetsuit vest.
I can point and you can tell them that it got really deep here. This makes me want to get a whole wetsuit.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, I appreciate that. She probably wouldn't have gone without him, so that was a good idea.
When the water is at the proper level, this sand platform right here is about knee deep, and the water comes right up to the roots of the trees here, as you can see in this picture from their website.
Are you all right to stay here for a minute? Yeah. You're not going to sing? You're not going to see you the whole time?
This water right here is about waist deep, and it's crystal clear. She was saying that it gets deep out there for where they're diving. She was saying it's also very clear. You can see all the way to the bottom, even out there.
We think this
this is one of the hotter days that I've ever been in one of the springs. And it's nice. It makes the water just feel very cool. I think I was in 68-degree Ponce de Leon Spring and Defuniak Springs when it was a hot day. But most of the time it hasn't been a super hot day. This feels really good. All I have to do is walk a teeny bit that way and it gets very deep and very clear. It's really beautiful. So I'm gonna head back out there.
See this dead tree right here? And there are a couple more back there. A lot of people think that the moss, the Spanish moss, is a parasite and it grows on the tree and it kills the tree. That's not the case at all. It's actually what's called an air plant. It gets all of its nutrients and all of its moisture right from the air and from the sun. It does not grow into the tree at all. It just hangs on the tree. So what happens here with this one and those over there, the tree dies for whatever reason, and then without the leaves on the trees, the moss gets more sunlight and then it grows, proliferates a lot more, hanging on the dead tree. So you look at this and it looks like it strangled out the tree, but in fact because the tree died, then the moss had more sun and could grow more. So I have no idea how deep this is, but it's quite deep and you can see all the way to the bottom. This is gorgeous, absolutely crystal clear. So we just discovered this ramp built in right here. It's going to make it very easy for Elizabeth to get out instead of trying to climb up those ladders. What an incredible place. Lots and lots of picnic tables. You can definitely see the family spending the day here.
That nice lady told me about this really great ramp. It gets shallow, like there's little kids playing in it, and then you can just walk out this ramp. And then there's this nice path all the way up here. So, such a relief for getting out to make sure I can do it safely. So, it's just so beautiful under there. I mean, just crystal clear. And it's wonderful to be in water and you're not getting salt on you, you're not getting chlorine on you, you're not getting bromine, you're not getting chemicals. Right now, you're not even getting minerals. It's just clean water. I love springs. They're pretty cool.
Looks like this is another source of the spring. You can see the water bubbling up. Look how deep it is. It's a big crevice that goes way down under there. That is very cool. Crystal clear. There aren't many people here today. It's a Friday in the middle of March, so but I can imagine that this would be completely full of kids in the summer. Well, that was absolutely amazing.
Oh, I love that place.
And given the fact that it's an easy day trip from our house, I expect we'll be back there again. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. Especially when I realized I had a ramp I could walk right down into and out of the water.
Right.
That is really awesome.
It's an amazing place.
I had to laugh at both of us because he forgot to mention that I could use the GoPro underwater, and by the time I was thinking about it, when I was kind of ready to get out. But it's a regular spring, you know, it's just totally clear water and just really beautiful. And what a nice setup they have there.
So it's located like just a little bit west of Gainesville area, sort of.
Okay.
So, thanks for coming along.
Yes.
Thanks for watching.
Live simple.
Live free. You be blessed.
Thanks for joining with us today, guys. Love you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.